Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my perp.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your OKC Thunder post-game analysis show. We're actually going to tell you the truth about what happened. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to call running one-handed shots. They're called teardrops, and there are no such thing as push shots. But other than that, Thunder took care of business tonight, despite what our coach was doing. I don't understand the guy, but the Thunder took care of business tonight. And so I guess we got to, like I said, just like last year, we're going to win in spite of him, not because of him. That's just the way it works. Oklahoma City 130-123 in overtime. The Thunder improving to 9-4. Golden State dropping to 6-8. GSW was 18 for 46 from 3. Thunder 8 for 23. 45.8% field goal percentage for them, 52 for us, even though we started out slowly. 48-47 as far as rebounds are concerned. Then, of course, the pips, points in the paint. Thunder outscored Golden State 54-36. 16 turnovers to 12 for us. And like I said all along, I've been saying this for a year and a half. Thunder under 14 turnovers were hard to beat. We just are. Golden State 33, Oklahoma City 18 as far as bench scoring is concerned. When you look at the box score, SGA had 40, Chet had 36. And the thing about SGA is he played 41 minutes. J-Dub played 41. Shocking. He's going to play them the same amount of minutes because he's ultimately trying to develop J-Dub into our closer, and that's just not going to happen. It's just not. Anyway, SGA started slowly but ended up 18 for 29. He was 4 for 10, by the way, Nathan, at the beginning. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew he wasn't playing good at halftime.
Yeah, he was 4 for 18. So he went 14 for 19 in the second half.
In the second half in overtime?
14 for 19, yeah, in the second half. Yeah, he in the third quarter he just took over, which is like we said all along. I don't know what Oklahoma City's thinking, but Chet was going off. But when they, he was scoring, but we were just stagnant. All of a sudden, SGA went off for 15 in the third quarter, down 18, brought us back. Then of course, fourth quarter points. And at the end of the game, it was funny. You and I were talking. It's funny that our coach runs the play when you got to score tied. He runs it through J-Dub and Chet, and of course nothing happens. And they give the ball to Steph. And it's like, to me, dude, the dude is. I don't understand what you're doing. I mean, I do understand what you're doing. I just don't understand the philosophy behind it. I'm like, you have the best closer, one of the top 5-7 closers in the league, and then you run an out-of-bounds play with the score tied with 30 seconds to go and not to him. I don't understand that.
So let me ask you. So you think if the SGA, say they ran a play for SGA and he hit the shot, a two-pointer, whatever, there's about 20, 25 seconds, 24 seconds, whatever. You think Golden State calls a timeout or they just run?
It depends on what. If he makes it.
Yeah.
You said if we're up 116, 114, they call a timeout, put it to half court, take the ball on the sideline and run a play for Steph. And then if he can't get the open shot, they're gonna run a look to next to Clay, then to Wiggins.
How much? What I'm saying is, if they would have run a play for SGA and it not taken, because that play didn't take very long off the clock. What, about 2 seconds?
Well, you were going for a 2 for 1, no question. That's what you're supposed to do. You're going to 2 for 1, yes.
Well, yeah, but okay, all right. I'll just.
No, Nathan. You're going for a 2 for 1 no matter what. That's what Oklahoma City. That's what you do. 31 seconds ago, you run a 2 for 1. But the problem is, you gave the ball to J-Dub to run a 2 for 1 to try to hit Chet. That's the play you ran. Okay? Instead of giving it to the best closer, like I'm saying, if I'm getting you right, if they had made it, right, with less than 24,
Right. And they probably go for the tie, or you think you go for the win.
They're still going to go for the. You go for the win at home. You go for the tie. You go for the tie at home and the win on the road. But remember what happened was we shot the ball. Okay, or they shot the ball. We did not get a defensive rebound once again, and we gave up the shot to Wiggins with 1.5 seconds. And I'm going to admit that I said the game was over, and I looked at my deal, and I was putting up my fourth quarter stats, and I was completely wrong. Chet knocked down the shot from the corner to save us. But the whole point was I was surprised that they said this because Chet, remember, they were driving. He caused a shot clock violation, and then he misses a layup on back-to-back possessions. Okay? Now, he hit the three that overshadowed whatever he did before, no question. But that's what you get because SGA made a pass, it was pump fake, and he makes another pass. Like, dude, you got to know what's up and you got to understand the game. But once again, he's a rookie. Now, he's not a rookie, but he's a rookie because this is his first year really playing. So he's got to understand that he won't make that mistake again. He will shoot it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to hold his feet to the fire for that. But anyway, great game by Chet today. It's so funny. Michael Cage, I can't listen to him. He goes, "Oh, Chet was great tonight. With his going off and his high deal and his his block shots. He had one block shot. What blocks? He had one. What blocks? I mean, they just get so fired up. I just can't even. I had to turn him off most of the night. I can't listen to him. I just can't.
Well, here's the thing. Like, it really bothered me too. Okay, so they do Thunder Player of the Game, right? They do that. They do that before the game's even over most of the time.
Yes.
And tonight, Chet's been the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they do it right before he misses the layup.
Yeah.
And then SGA goes off in overtime.
Yes. Second time.
Here's the thing with Chet too. He hit that one shot. He could miss the next 50. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a high percentage shot.
No. Okay. First of all, Nathan, the shot he hit in the corner, that's a luck shot. I know that's all you're doing is catching and turning into shooting. That's all you're doing. And the release was good and it looked good. So yeah, but that wasn't a drawn up play for him. I mean, he just caught it. It was the only place he could go. He caught it, turned around and shot it. It's 3 seconds or 5, whatever it was. He made the shot. Okay.
So you didn't have a problem. You didn't have a problem with that at all. And
no, I mean, he made it. I mean, there's nothing else to do in that situation. You're going to catch it and turn and shoot.
Well, but what I'm saying is what they're going to take from that, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I don't listen. The Thunder, that's going to be all about them. And the national media is going to be the fact that SGA scored 32 points in the second half. We were down 18, and he went on scored 15 points in the third quarter to bring us back. It cut us down to 2. That's what happened. That was the change in the game right there. Then at the end of the game, he put him in at 6 minutes to go, and I got it right here. Once again, fourth quarter, it is, where's it at? It's 85-87. Okay, and they bring in, they bring in, where is it? Okay, it's 94-96. Well, 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago, they bring in Steph. So they bring in Steph, Wiggins, and Moody. Okay. At 96-96 with 7:34 to go, he brings in no SGA. Okay, he brings Chet in. Okay, Chet in. So then finally it's 98-98 with 6:24 to go, 25 to go. Then he brings SGA in. And it's like, dude, once again, when they bring in their best players, you bring in your best players to counter his move. He sticks, this is my plan, this is what I'm going to do. Dude, screw that. We're trying to win. Put your boy in the game, your best player. Run the game, run the offense through your best player at the end of the game. And did you see at the end of when J-Dub was dribbling out, SJ came over to get the ball, and J-Dub pushed him away? I was like, I just laughed. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Just go ahead. Let's hurry up, get the vote in. Let's vote yes, move on and get some some picks so you can go ahead and tell J-Dub and SGA y'all Chet, y'all are our spot. Y'all are our players. This guy's going to coach y'all through, and you're going to be a mediocre 500 team. That's what you're going to happen. You're going to be 40 games, maybe.
Best case scenario. What's best case scenario for SGA trade, man? when you start talking that, or what do you want to do?
No, you're not going. No, he's going to trade him. I told you they're not going to do anything until the 12th.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to get for him?
I don't want to get anything for him. I want to get rid of the damn coach and give me a coach that knows how to coach a superstar. That's what the hell I want. That's what the hell I want. Because I'm like, dude, listen, Nathan, listen. The difference between a championship coach and a team builder, which is what we have, is that the championship coach puts the ball in his best player's hands at the end of the game. A team builder still puts the ball in the hands of the guy he's trying to build into the best player or into their closer. That's what he does. And that's what he did again over and over, and it has not worked one single time. When we were playing them in Oklahoma City the first time we lost to them, if SGA is in the game, 136, 133, with a minute 40 of the game, the game's over. Okay? SGA is going to close it. The game's over. And then once tonight, he's closing at the end of the fourth quarter. And what do? You put the ball into somebody else's hands. I mean, I was talking to a guy today, and he has inside info is what he says. And he's talking about, there's no deal, whatever. And I said, listen, man, I ain't trying to hear your nonsense. I ain't trying to hear your boys' nonsense either, with your inside info. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. And he goes, I don't see what you're seeing. I go, you're the only person who I've said something to who's watched for 3 or 4 games what I've said and has said that, no, you don't see it. You're the only person. It's clear. It is plain as day what's happening. And you're choosing to pull the wool over your eyes. That's what you're doing. You're choosing not to see it. You're choosing it. I mean, I don't know you're going to tell me that as a coach, you have one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and 30 seconds to go, the score's tied, and you're not going to give him the ball. You're not going to put the ball in his hands. That's what our coach did. Nothing happened. What their coach did, put the ball into Steph Curry's hand. He drove in. Everybody came over. He missed the shot. They got the offensive rebound, kicked it out to Wiggins for a 3. That's what happens. That's what you do to win games. This guy over here, he's trying to team build. I just don't, and it's just.
I got a national alert on the game. You want to know what it says?
Yeah, go ahead.
The national alert from ESPN. 40-point SGA night. SGA tallies 5 buckets and a block in the overtime.
Yep.
Not a damn word about Chet.
No, because that's what happened. He blocked Steph Curry, and then he scored those points in a row. That's what he did. He ended the game for us. I mean, but when you have that one group in there, which is Kaysen, Isaiah Joe, SGA, Chet, even Chet now, and not Wiggins, but K-Rich even played good today. When you had that group in there, that's the group that made the difference, that got the score, that got us the lead. And then you sub, and then you bring in the other guys, and that just pulls the lead back down. The score's tied. And then what do? You don't put the ball in his hands. You try to give it to Chet and J-Dub. And it's just frustrating. But, okay, to start the game off, dude, how many times is Dort going to foul a three-point shooter?
Yeah, it's going to be a while, man. To be honest though, Matt, if I had to choose between SGA closing the game and Dort fouling a three-point shooter, I'm going to pick Dort fouling a three-point shooter every time.
Well, you know what, though? I will say this.
I know that's not a comparison.
I know that, but I'm going to say this. Did you notice at the end of the game, they had Kaysen in the game instead of Dort? Did you notice that?
I did. Yeah, he started Steph. I saw that.
And so what that's telling me is what you and I, well, you even said that a long time ago. Do what?
Yeah, but you know what? It might be, and a conspiracy theorist here. So I agree with Kaysen being in there. Like, I think he's playing better. But here's the thing, man. Did they take Dort out because Dort passes the ball to SGA too much?
No, hell no. Because when he's on the floor with them and they made the run in the second quarter, he was on the floor. This is the thing.
Again,
I know, but that's way out there. But I'm just saying, this is my thing. Kaysen can score and Dort can't. they can basically D up. And what you said a long time ago is you'd rather have Kaysen than Dort because Kaysen can score, but he can D up. So now you're watching him be able to D up, which allows you to now put in K-Rich, somebody taller than Dort, okay? And one thing about K-Rich that I've noticed, he's able to guard multiple positions now these last couple games. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Which was my knock on him, okay? That was my knock on him.
I really like him.
I know you do, but I still like. But to me, I like him. But still, I want him shooting threes. I don't want him. He's like Dort to me. I don't want you trying to be an offensive player. Okay, catch the ball and shoot it when you're open. That's all I want you to do. I want you to catch and shoot. I don't want you to try to take nobody off the dribble. I don't want that's way out of your zone of abilities. Catch the ball and shoot.
He did a halfway decent job of rebounding for his size.
No, he's 6'7", but they were bullying him like crazy in the first half. You take him out, you kind of hide him.
Well, that's because Lundy is just a beast.
Well, but he was doing it. Then Klay Thompson did it. Wiggins did it. Moody did it. Kuminga did it. They were just bullying him. I mean, they're just bullying him because it's
turned into a pretty nice little player.
Dude, these flies are killing me. I got to get me a fly swatter tomorrow if I can remember to do that. They're wearing me out.
Do you like Kuminga at all?
I like Kuminga. I like him a lot. End of the first quarter, the Thunder were up 33-31. Golden State 2 for 7, the Thunder 3 for 5. 47% for them, 53 for us. 11 rebounds for them, 12 for us. 18 pips. Points in the paint for us versus their 12. 5 turnovers, which I thought was a lot. So remember, we had 5 turnovers in the first quarter, and we ended with how many? 14 for the game. So that meant we averaged three turnovers, second, third, and fourth quarters. 3 turnovers a quarter, which is more. We took care of the basketball. 12 bench scoring to our 7, which I really, really liked what I saw. That, and then when you came out the second half or second quarter, which has been our bugaboo, and I'm doing some stats that I have for us today that I sent you. It's starting the second quarter, which, I'm sitting there looking at, and, my second quarter always bugs me about the Thunder, as you know. Second quarter, we start with Micic, Dort, Chet, Kaysen, and J-Dub. In the second quarter.
So Josh again, right?
Yes, it was. Yes. No, it started out. It was Micic, Dort, Chet, Kaysen, and J-Dub to start. That's where it was. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, it was Micic, Chet, Kaysen, J-Dub, and Wiggins. I'm sorry, Micic, Chet, Kaysen, J-Dub, and Wiggins to start the third quarter or second quarter.
What do you think he's doing with Josh? Do you think he's experimenting a little with Josh?
Yes, he's experimenting whether Josh needs to be on, how much Josh can be on the floor. They're doing that because Josh, we know, aggressive he was. He's the one that came out aggressive. I loved him when he was doing that. He was scoring, but he can't defend at the end. He just can't. He can't defend when you've got it. When the game is tight and you have to have a defender, he ain't the one.
Was he on the floor on that second to last play when they ran it for J-Dub? Was he the inbounder?
He was the inbounder. Yes, he's our best inbounder without question. I think it was. I think it was Josh. I know, but I think it was Josh, J-Dub. I think it was Josh, J-Dub, Isaiah Joe, SGA, and Chet was the 5, I believe.
Hey, dude, they almost had as many points in OT as they did in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, that's because SGA was going. The whole thing is this: our offense runs through him. What else is there? But like I said, this is the issue. Everybody who understands basketball understands that the best player Oklahoma City has is SGA, except the Oklahoma City Thunder coaching staff and management, and the people who are blind followers of the Thunder. Those are the only people who don't get it. That's why when you said the national media said SGA had 40, but the thing is this: 32 in the second half, 15 in the third quarter when we were down 18 to bring us back to be down 2. And then 8 in overtime, and then what he did at the end of the game to knock down a shot, then come down, he knocked down a shot, came back, blocked Steph, and then knocked down another shot and got a layup in transition.
I didn't.
That's the
didn't see
difference.
this. I mean, I saw a little bit of it, but so when Chet hit that three,
Yeah.
everybody was going crazy, right?
Yeah.
So SGA did not come over to the huddle very quickly. Did you notice that?
He was, but because he was in the far corner. He was in the far corner.
He was.
But
he
but
kinda just
no, Nathan. He does walk. That's him. He's slow like that. He's just very methodical.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah, he was very methodical because I saw that too, and I looked at him, and then I've watched him because I thought the same thing, but that's just him. Okay, that's just him. He's just real slow, but then he also.
You think? I'm just trying to figure out. Do you think the only guy that's really kind of just rushing him off right now is J-Dub?
Yep.
You think the rest of the team is okay? That's
Yep.
what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Yep. Because the coaches got him thinking. The coaches got him thinking he can play.
You're number one.
They played because they're playing. Listen, I know, but you gotta understand though, it doesn't escape him that he's playing the same number of minutes basically as SGA. That doesn't escape him.
Does it escape him that he's not?
Yeah, but you understand though, the head coach is instilling this confidence in you that you can do it. So this guy from Santa Clara who's came from nowhere, you're the runner-up rookie of the year last year. And why? Because SGA, everything is rolling through him. You're the secondary guy. There's no pressure on you. You don't have to do anything. You make the practice squad, whatever, for the USA World Team. You come out, the coach is like, oh, we can go through you. You can be so much better. And that's what he thinks he's on the same level, and he's not. And he's not going to be. Does he do his thing in spurts? Yes, he does. But when the game is on the line and you got plenty of material, there's plenty of evidence he can't finish quarters. You have a year and a half of that, a year and 10 games now. He can't finish quarters. He can't. But this coach is determined because I believe that he can't coach SGA. He doesn't know how to do it. I mean, it's like, dude, what are you doing? And you can just watch any other coach. If the game is tight, when they bring their best player off the bench, the other team brings their best player off the bench. That's what you do. You got to counteract what they're doing. That's what you do. Not our coach.
I'm just looking at these stats. Is this not crazy? Because the Thunder away 5-1, 5-1 on away games. The Warriors are 1-6 at home.
At home, they're the exact opposite of where they were last year.
Right, that's crazy.
They could not win at home. They could not win on the road last year. They were, what were they? 3 or 5, and I think they was 3 and 39, 3 and 38, 4 and 37 or something ridiculous on the road last year. And they're exact same way, but not having Draymond hurt them. Helps us hurt them. I mean, this weekend. So let's get to the halftime score. Let's get to the halftime. So at halftime, the Thunder did not play good at all in the second quarter. At all. And when you watch what was happening, I mean, it's just like you're trying different lineups. And, at one time you had SGA, Josh, Dort, K. Rich, and J. Will in the game. And I'm like, this is a horrible lineup. That's a horrible lineup. You got 3 guys who aren't scorers. 4 guys. Really, Josh wasn't really a scorer. You got 1 scorer on the floor. And then all of a sudden, you turn around with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. You're down. It was 43-43, and that's what you had on the floor. And with 2 minutes and 50 seconds, you had 47-51. Then all of a sudden, you've got SGA, Josh, Chet, Dort, and Isaiah Joe. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but by that time they had already got into the flow. And that's what I try to get people to understand. Basketball is a flow of the game.
And punched us pretty good. We had a hard time.
Yeah, and I said, hey, Nathan. Hey, Randy, is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
me.
brother, what's going on? Randy Wright, the commander, on air. How about that? What is your take of that first half, brother?
Well, they match up. And they played some different players and came back in the third quarter. That fourth quarter was a slugfest.
Yes, it was. But I just think, the whole thing with me is, and one thing that you've always talked about, and it took me a while, Nathan, it took me a while because Randy saw this last year. One of the things that you talked about is him playing the right lineups. And before the year, what did you say? If he plays the right lineups, we can do something. But you did not have confidence in him playing the correct lineups. Do you now have confidence in him playing the correct lineups?
No, I still don't. He did at the end in the overtime
Yep.
tonight. He did, and he did do some subbing. But during the game, in a regular game, you brought it up. He takes SGA out, doesn't put him back in, and we kind of need him in about a minute earlier.
Yeah. So in the second, so at halftime, the Thunder are down by 10 because of exactly what Randy and I are talking about. He did not put SGA in until 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Second quarter. He put him in at 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's when he put a second quarter. So by the time he puts him in, it's just he's set for 6 minutes, 7 minutes, way too long. Golden State is now 7 of 19 from three. Oklahoma City's 3 for 10 at this point for three. 50% from them. We dropped way down to 42% because of what you guys talk about, not having the right lineups with the right chemistry in there. 16 pips for them, 24 pips for us, 8 turnovers to 7. So we only had 2 turnovers in that second quarter, and bench scoring 18 to 10. My takeaway, guys, is that I believe he understands who the right combination is, but clearly he's not going to. He's playing K. Rich instead of J. Will. Clearly, he's not playing. He's not going to play J. Will now. He's going to play K. Rich. And I saw something today, Randy. Since the Bulls are they're basically going to get rid of Levine. They're going to get rid of everybody and start over. What do you think about? I sent this to Nathan. What do you think about Vukovic? The center for them trading. We give them a couple second-round picks, a protected first-round pick, and Poku, and Trey Mann.
If we're going to go far, we got to have a center.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying a starting center, even a backup center, somebody that can push people around inside. And that's going to be the key as the season goes on.
Yep. But Randy and Nathan and I talked about this. I wouldn't mind if you had Vukovic. I'd play him and Chet together. You know what I'm saying? I'd play them together and put Chet at the 4, and then I'd have SGA, Josh, and J-Dub, and I'd put either Dort or Josh on the bench. And the article was talking about putting Josh on the bench, and you start SGA, Dort, J-Dub, Chet, and Vukovic. That would be your starting 5. That way that ends that center being pushed around stuff that we're dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Nathan loves the idea, don't you, Nathan?
I do. Even though he can't play really good defense. But
what I'm saying is he's in the center. You don't need him to play, but you need him against Joker. You need him against when we play. What's the big guy's name for
Gobert?
Gobert, but no, the one for the Pelicans. What's his name? The big dude. Valanciunas. He's the one, right? He's the one for that. So I like that trade because Poku is not doing us any good. Trey Mann's not doing us any good. We have tons of picks. Let's get rid of some. And the 2 things we're missing is a shooter and a 3-point and a big man. So let's go ahead and take this up.
Vukovic.
Yeah.
Vukovic shoots 50% from the field, 35% from 3 for his career.
Well, I'm talking about him to come in and have a big body. That's what we're missing.
Yeah, no. But he can also help you on the offensive end a little bit too.
I know. I understand that. So here are our stats, Randy and Nathan. This is what I love. I did last year's stats compared to where we are now. Well, you know what? Let me take a break and then we'll come back and get this. Let's do the break real quick and then we'll come back and get this stats up. I want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, to keep us up and running. If you have any needs for software, network upgrades or anything like that, or website design, they can do that for you. Contact my guy Russell Willifort over at Collaborative Logic. Mark Long over at SRB if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning. By all means, go see those guys. They would love to do that because they love being behind the scenes and making sure if you're building a new complex or whatever, that they will make sure that it is up and running and doing all the things that you need, no flooding or anything like that. So contact my guys over at SRB. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
Thanks. Makes things happen.
Randy, he's just so slow with that, bro.
I don't know.
I'm channeling my inner chest.
Oh my God. Anyway, Jesus. Anyway, they're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to support minority women and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com, or go into their locations here, the main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon, YNB East, off the Parkway and 66th or 39th Expressway, however you want to look at it, YNB Mustang, off Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks in the city of Yukon, YNB Peoples, the bank I always go to in Bethany, unless Randy's calling me and making me come into his office and scream at me, on 23rd between MacArthur and Rockwell. DT Construction and Consulting. Contact our guy Drew Hinthorn at 405-209-4051 for roofing or any sort of needs you need on your house, whether that's painting, whether that's remodeling. They can do it all. They're respectful, local, and loyal. Plus, Drew answers his phone when you call him, or you can email him at dtconstruction2015 at Outlook. And our latest sponsor, Shelter Insurance. The Mark Pemberton Agency, 4609 Southeast 29th in Del City, 405-670-2424. They're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays, 9 to 1. Probably serving the Middale area since 1982. Those are my guys. Appreciate all their sponsors. Now, guys, what I did is I went through because I wanted to compare where the Thunder were last year compared to where they are now. Now, last year, we were averaging 117.3. We're averaging 117.5. We were third in the NBA in scoring last year, with seventh this year. Last year, we were 116.5 and giving up points. This year, we're 111.4, which is 12. So we've dropped. So we've gone up from 20 to 12. Would you rather score more points or be a better defender, Randy?
Well, as the season goes on, better defender. Right now, the thing that I'm seeing they're doing now that we haven't done for the last 2 to 3 years is our free throw shooting. I think we shot 90% from free throw line.
Yes, that's about where we are.
Last couple of years, we were shooting 60, 50, 60% a lot of time. And you look up and, those 10 free throws, it's difference in the game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What about you, Nathan?
Yeah, same for me, man. I one of the things that I saw, Matt, is the offensive rebounds were given.
Well, offensive rebounds, we're ranked 30th. In our making offensive rebounds and giving up offensive rebounds, we're ranked 30th out of 30.
That is awful.
That's bad. But like Randy said, you get a center, and that ends that. But when you go small,
interested to see that because the thing I'm interested to see is if their 3-point shooting continues because you're starting to get used to you didn't have any shooters at all. I mean, the team would be awful, and now you're starting to. And I'm not saying we got great shooters, but you got Isaiah Joe. SGA is not really shooting great, but he does what he needs to.
Well, right now we're shooting 39.5%. We're ranked first. Okay, compared to 18th last year. So we're up 4. I understand, but we're up 4 points. We're almost shooting 40%. So we've gone from 18th to first. It's going to stay around because the shots we're getting in transition is what's making a difference. But what I like is the fact that 3-point percentage, we're on defensive side, we're 33.7, so we're 5th compared to 15th. So, part of what I said in the beginning, for the Thunder to be better, they have to defend better. That's the key. Okay, but here's the second and fourth quarter, guys. In the second quarter, we're ranked 20th in scoring. And we're ranked 6th in a giving up, though. So, that's good. And then on the other side, we're ranked 6th in the fourth quarter, but 20th in giving up points in the fourth quarter. And a lot of that is because he's playing SGA. He waits too long to put him in the game. That's basically what the difference is in that fourth quarter. You've got to put him in, and I just don't understand. I mean, I do, but I don't. As a basketball player, I'm like, my best players, I'm trying to win games. I'm having my best player on the floor. What did you think, Randy, at the end of the game? The score's tied with 31 seconds to go. Call timeout, and then you put the ball into J-Dub's hands and Chet to score instead of giving it to SGA, who had just scored. What did he just score? Like 8 out of our last 10 points or something? And he's on fire.
What was it? He had 32 points in
the second half. Yep.
I didn't understand that. I still don't understand why you won't put Jay Will in with Chet inside. And he still hasn't done that yet.
No, he plays K-Rich instead of Jay Will.
Huh?
And K-Rich is Kendrick Williams, by the way, people, if you don't know who we're talking about. That's who he plays instead of Jay Will. Jay Will is averaging 6 minutes. Now, I don't know if they don't like him. He's too much dimensional. I do like the fact he came off the bench and shot a 3 right away. Didn't hesitate. I hate the fact that he's not aggressive. And he's what was he, Nathan? 41% three-point shooter?
40.7.
So, I mean, why aren't you shooting threes? I mean, I don't get that. But all I know is tonight, in the third quarter, SGA went off. And as he scores, it lifts our team up. As he starts rolling, our team, there's no pressure on them, and they start going. That's what I see. I don't know what the hell the coach sees. Do you know what he sees, Randy? What do you think he sees? I don't get it.
He has his own pattern, time, puts them in, and the sub. I haven't figured him out yet on that.
I haven't either. Nathan? Yeah, to me, it's just frustrating because, our team is ready to win now, and it seems like they're still trying to develop guys. Dude, you have SGA, Josh, J-Dub, Chet, and now Kaysen, and you still have Dort. You're not playing Wiggins, so you're not even using him at all. And you're playing K-Rich all the time. So I'm just like, dude, and then you got Isaiah Joe, so I guess K-Rich is taking over for Wiggins. I'm just like, dude, play 8 to 10 guys, 11 guys max. Now, I do like the fact that Jang is not playing, Lindy Waters is not on the court, and he's playing Michik a little bit more, and I like him, but still, he's sparingly. I don't understand. Can one of y'all help me with that? No.
On which one? The guard?
Yes. Well, because, Randy, here's the box score.
I think he played him against Golden State because he matches up
well with them.
Golden State.
Yeah.
But, when he played earlier in the week, I'm trying to think, it was New Orleans that just tore him up.
Yeah, he only played 8 minutes today, though, Randy Michik.
But he did better than he has.
Yeah, he played good. I agree with you. He's a good matchup with them because they're up and down and they're not going to put a lot of pressure. So he likes that. But Kaysen Wallace, Randy, 28 minutes. Isaiah Joe, 27 minutes. Wiggins, 6 minutes. Jay Will, 6 minutes. Kendrick Williams, 22 minutes. Lou Dort, 27 minutes. Giddey, 22 minutes. SGA and J-Dub, the same amount of minutes. And Chet's at 37. And you ended up scoring, SGA had 40, J-Dub had 22, Chet 36, Josh 11 on 4 for 10 shooting, which is good. And then Isaiah Joe was 4 for 9, 2 for 4 for 10 points. I mean, I think that he's clearly playing Kaysen Wallace and Dort about the same. I believe, and I think you're right, Nathan, that he's going to eventually take his spot and make Dort, and because he's cheaper too, which allows you to pay other people if you need to. If you need to.
And he had Wallace on Curry in the last 20, 30 seconds.
Yes, he did. Right. Well, the last 3 minutes, Randy.
Yeah, but I mean, when they were going for their next to last shot, he had Wallace on him twice. Second time was when they switched off and SGA blocked his shot though and took it down. But he has faith in Wallace.
Well, he's playing better and better and better. But I agree. I like them. I mean, I like the kid. He's getting better and better and better. He's starting to understand he's a great defender. He can shoot the three. I like his rhythm, even though he was 0 for 2 tonight from 3. And it was so funny. I don't remember shooting threes. Do y'all? I mean, he's 0 for 2, but I don't remember him taking a 3-point shot.
No, I don't either. No.
I mean, clearly he did. But it's interesting. Josh and Dort's minutes are going down. Isaiah Joe and Casey Wallace minutes are going up, which I like. I don't like the fact that he's playing SGA and J-Dub the same play. They're not the same player. And I don't know why he's continuing to try to promote that. They're not the same player. But he's, he is just, I just believe that after the 12th, they're trying to promote. And if they keep winning, they're going to get rid of him to get more picks. And the whole point is when are you going to find another top 5 player? Is J-Dub even going to be an all NBA player? Randy, do you think he has that ability?
No, I don't think he does this time.
Not at this point.
Look, a couple of years, who knows? But right now, no. I mean, he wants him to bring the ball down more and more.
Yeah, and then at the end of the game, it was so funny, he brushed SJ off to hold the ball, and SJ did you see him? He just turned and just laughed. He turned his head, walked off, and just kind of smiled like, okay, dude, whatever, go ahead. And I think they eventually are going to, this is what I believe. I think they're frustrating SGA to the point where he's just finally going to say, get me out of here. And then the Thunder can be off the hook and say, well, he didn't want to play with these young guys. We're building a team, and he wanted to go somewhere else, so we got more picks. I think that's their strategy. I think that's their strategy because I think he should just get to the point where, because Nathan was right. Nathan said he's going to come out and get pissed off, and he did. He just went off in the third quarter because he knows he's not going to play. Because he didn't score until the 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. He didn't score. And he and what was it? I have this marked down here. SGA and Steph Curry, with 6 minutes to go, neither one of them had attempted a shot. With 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. And then Steph ended up with 5, and SGA ended up with 8 in the first quarter. So he had so I take it back, Randy. He had 20. He had 20. Let me see. He had 23 at half. So he ended up with 30 is not right in the second half. He ended up with 20. He had 8 and 15, so that's 23. So he had 17 in the second half.
I just remember saying he had 32 in the second half.
Well, he had 15 in the.
Or 15.
Well, no, you're right. You're right because he had 15 at half. He had 8 points at halftime, and he had 15 in the third quarter.
Oh, okay.
So that's right. Because I was like, I know that he had 8 points and then he ended up with 32. I know that. Or he ended up with 40. Guys, it's just frustrating for me as a person who loves the game to see what our team can be and realize that that's not the direction they want to go in. And like I've said many times, Randy, and Nathan, I harp on it over and over and over. Only the Oklahoma City Thunder and those fans who don't understand basketball realize the best player we have is SGA. Everybody else gets it, but Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder, I can tell you, Chet was a great shot by him, and he had it together, and we won as a team, and all of that stuff. That's going to be his press conference. Not the fact that SGA took over and won the damn game for you, which is what the national media is going to say, and that's what we're saying. But they won't say that because I just believe they're looking to get rid of him. I just do. And it's frustrating. What are your thoughts, Randy? Do you think that's plausible, or you think that's just the coach trying to pull everybody else and just bring them along?
I think he's just trying to bring them along. I don't see them getting rid of SGA. I probably disagree with you on that. But then again, you have a coach at G League, you play everybody,
Yes.
and that's what it seems like he's trying to do.
But yet you can see the frustration in SGA's face. At what
Yeah.
point do you say, look, I'm tired of this, I want out of here? Because you can just see, it's got to be frustrating for him when you go call timeout and you run a play for somebody else other than you, and you've clearly brought us back to the game. When the game was over with, if it wasn't for you. Because if he's not on this court, we get beat by 30. If he wasn't playing, you get beat by 30. When they went on their run, J-Dub is not going to be able to score 15 in a quarter like that. He had 10 in the fourth quarter tonight, no doubt. But I'm just saying he is a role player, a bounce off of SGA. He's not SGA. He doesn't lift your team up like SGA does. He's a complementary piece, is what he is. But they're trying to turn him into the piece. And I hope that I'm wrong, but Randy, I just don't see as him being who he is. He's a team first guy. I get that. But at some point you're sitting there looking like, dude, why are you he put Chet in the game at 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. He put Dort in the game before him. He puts everybody in the game before him in the fourth quarter. That's why we're 20th. It's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? I don't get it. But at some point, do you as a player, Nathan, do you get frustrated and go, look, I'm the best player. What are you doing? Why are you promoting this guy? Why are you doing this? At what point do you get frustrated?
Unless Matt, that I don't know. Maybe something behind the scenes, and this is out there. I get it, but maybe behind the scenes somewhere they've had a meeting with SGA and they said, "Hey, this is what we want to do. Just for now and getting." I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's something like don't get mad at us. This is what we're gonna do. So.
I don't see them consulting with him. I think they just do it.
They should. Every other franchise in the NBA.
Okay, first of all, don't compare us to every other franchise because we're the only franchise that doesn't promote your best player. So you can't compare us to other franchises. I'm sorry, we don't. And so, Randy, what is your thought on that?
On the promotion?
Yes.
Well,
the promotion and the other. And his frustration. Or do you think they talked to him and said, this is what we want to do? Or do you think they just did it?
I think they just did it.
I do too.
But SGA, kind of like you brought up him walking slow to the bench, it's how he is. He's kind of laid back. He always has been, even when he was freshman year, or not freshman year, rookie year.
And when he was the Clippers.
Yeah. He let Chris Paul was a guard. They were saying they played together.
Yeah, it was 2020. That was in the whatchamacallit, in the COVID year. Remember when we got beat by Houston?
Mm-hmm.
And was it the quarterfinals or semifinals? The semifinals? What was that? Quarterfinals?
No,
quarterfinals. Yes, in 7 games. So the promotion of it, does that bother you, or you think they should promote him?
I think they promote him, but yes, I do think they need to promote him more.
I don't know where they promote him at. All I see is in their social media, every time I turn around, there's a picture of Chet, or there's a picture of J-Dub, or whatever. Every time I turn around, the first picture you see is Chet. You use his number as your representative of you in the in-season tournament jersey. All the other 4 first team All NBA players had their teams put their numbers out there. The Thunder put Chet out there.
Well, and I don't think that's, Chet, it's like tonight at the end of the game in the interview, he brought in SGA with him.
Well, Chet gets it.
Chet, he tries to get people involved, and, I don't see that. I'm watching some of the replay right now. It's like they don't have a main sub deal. They whatever they want to do is different teams, different times, and Chet bailed him out with these three.
Yes, he did.
It was kind of poor run.
But Randy, where the score is tied, and you have timeout, and you run the ball through J-Dub and Chet
Yeah.
instead of giving it to SGA with 31 seconds to go. What are you doing? How do you not give it to your best player and let him do what he does? He's going to make the right play. If they double him, he's going to make the correct pass, or he's going to shoot. And he's been on fire. Why do you not get? He's the best closer behind De'Aaron Fox. Last year, they were ranked 1 and 2 in the best closers in the league last year. And I promise you, the Sacramento Kings are going to run the ball through De'Aaron Fox. They're not going to run the ball through J-Dub. J-Dub cannot close. And Randy and you, how many times have you and I looked at each other at the game knowing they're going to give it to him at the end of a quarter and go, he's just, he can't do it.
Like right now, I'm watching at the end of the third quarter when they make their comeback. SGA just, you pretty much say he stole the ball 3 times or deflected the pass. Well, there he goes again. He just all defense.
Yep. He's a two-way player.
His defense has definitely improved. He's definitely improved on defense.
Well, he was 4th in the league in scoring and 3rd or 4th in steals last year. That's just overlooked because he was averaging 30. So he was.
His defensive side of the ball got really good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Nathan. He's been like that. It's just you just didn't notice it. If you're 4th in steals, you're getting your hands on a lot of balls. So he's there. What his stats were last year. Do I have SGA's stats? Let me see. I think I did have his stats in here. Go ahead, Randy.
In the last couple minutes, like I said, 3 steals. He also had 2 assists to Chet on a pick and roll.
Pick and roll, Yep. I'm just saying, you give it to him, he's going to make the right decision, right, Randy? Don't you think?
Yeah. Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. He puts the ball in somebody else's hands at the end of games. He puts it in J-Dub's hands every time. If they need a play, he puts it in J-Dub's hands. And then at the end of the game, when SJ was coming over to hold the ball, he thought he was going to get fouled so he could get some more points, and he pushed SJ off. I'm like, dude, who the hell are you to push off? He's all NBA. He's your best player. And you're going to push him away and not give him the ball? That's a disrespect thing to me. And he's done it twice, has he not, Nathan?
Yep.
He's done it twice.
Hey, Matt, SGA's average steals for his entire career is 1.3. He went from 1. So listen to this. He went from 1.6 last year. He's up to 2.6 this year.
So a whole steal. He's
a whole steal a game, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just think he's just improved as a two-way player. But my whole frustration, guys, is this. You're not promoting your best player. The rest of the league is promoting. Because I think it was SVP, Scott Van Pelt, said, SGA, the problem with SGA is he's stuck in the middle of no press America in Oklahoma. Nobody really knows how good he is because, A, the Thunder aren't on TV. So nobody gets to see it. You know what I mean? They don't get to see what we see night in and night out. Because I promise you, if the Thunder were like the Lakers, if they were getting as much airtime nationally as the Lakers did, this guy would be going crazy. But he doesn't because he's in Oklahoma and we don't get any coverage. Okay, Randy, I'm gonna ask you this: do you think that the Thunder get away with a lot because the Oklahoma City press doesn't want to make anybody mad, so don't want to make them mad, so they don't press them or call them out on things they're doing?
Oh yeah, we've seen that for 16 years.
Yeah.
in there, they never would get on Durant. They never got on Westbrook.
Well, it's like when Westbrook,
Scotty Brooks, they never got on.
Yeah.
And,
well, you and I got on Scotty Brooks.
Oh yeah.
And you and I really got on Billy Donovan. He wasn't our favorite at all.
And Donovan, I don't think he'll make it through the year at Chicago.
No.
I don't think
But I mean, Chicago's just basically said, we're going to rebuild. We're going to go get there. We're going to trade for Zach LaVine. We're going to get some draft picks. We're just going to go do whatever. Now, I don't think they should trade Vukovic because, I mean, you got to have a center. You got to have a body in there. What is this? His 8th year, isn't it? I think.
Oh no, I think he's Vukovic.
11?
33.
So this is
He's
10th,
33. So yeah,
10th, 11th.
probably 10th, 11th year. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I don't know, but anyway. So the Thunder in their next 10 games. This is where we are right now. We've won 3 in a row. And next we have the Blazers on Sunday, tomorrow night, back to back. And we should handle our business, don't we? All three of us agree on that tomorrow night?
We should, but you never know playing back to back how we'll play.
Especially in Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. But we need to win it. Then we should beat the Bulls on Wednesday or two. Is that two? What is that? Is that Wednesday? That's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. So we should beat them. The Sixers, however. What is your early prediction on that, Randy?
4 o'clock. Wow, that's a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah, Saturday, 4 o'clock. What is your prediction on that, Randy? Sixers at home.
Well, we usually play good against Sixers here in Oklahoma City, so I think we'll win that game.
I don't know, Randy. That's a tough one.
Well, they got their big center, and other than that, they don't have as much.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's playing real well. And who's the other guy? Had 30 off the bench the other night. Was that Shake Milton?
Shake Milton. But yeah, you can't count on that. Randy's right though. We played them we do play them tough.
We do, but you guys got to agree. This year they're playing a lot better.
They're playing. Yeah, well, they got a different coach, so that does help. Makes a huge difference. So Randy and these. Nick Nurse is their coach. Okay, Randy, what do you think we're going to go in these 10 games? What do you think our record's going to be? We play. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. So you think we'll beat the Blazers and the Bulls, right? And the Sixers.
Yes.
So that makes us 6-1. Then we go to the T-Wolves. Win or loss?
Loss.
Lakers at home.
Oh, that's a win. Easy.
You know he's going to say that, Nathan. You already know that I'm going to have my Laker gear on just so I can irritate him. So,
hey, let me ask you something. In that Lakers game, is Lenny Waters going to have 20 points?
Anyway, the Mavs is our next game on the 2nd. So, Randy, you have a 7-1 at this point.
The Mavs.
At Dallas.
It's in Dallas?
Yes.
Why do we play Mavs better in Dallas than we do here?
I have no idea. I have no idea why we do.
Remember that Isaiah Joe? That was Isaiah Joe's breakout game last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we always play them better. Because I remember what was the last year that Randy was so pissed because he's like, we beat them at Dallas the other day. We come out here and we can't make a shot. We play terrible. I don't even think we stayed up. Did we leave after the third quarter or something? I don't think we stayed. It was because I know it was a frustration. But so at the Mavs, Randy, you think we're gonna get one?
Get one what? You cut out on me.
You think we're gonna get one? So right now you have us at 7-1, with the Mavs coming up late, or excuse me, 8-1 with the Mavs. 7-1. You have the Mavs at the Mavs. W or loss?
Loss.
Okay, so we're 7-2, and then the Jazz at home.
I think we'll beat the Jazz.
So 8-2. All right, Nathan. At the Blazers, W for you, right?
Yep.
Bulls.
Yep, that's a win.
Okay, Sixers.
Loss.
Wolves.
Loss.
Lakers. Loss.
I'm gonna come with the win on that one. It's just Lakers aren't playing very well right now. And I know that's your team, Matt, but
I know. Mavs.
LeBron's not gonna.
LeBron won't play. LeBron's not gonna play. At the Mavs.
Man, I say we win that one.
Okay, and the Jazz at home.
We better win that.
So you got us going 8-2 now. You had us at 5-5. Hey, Randy, he said 5-5 earlier before this started. Now he's at 82. He had us at 5-5.
Hold on. In my defense, I didn't know two of the Golden State games. I didn't know one would be without Steph and Draymond, and the other wouldn't be without Draymond. So I didn't know that.
Okay. So we're gonna say it would be 6-4, which is what you thought it would be, right?
Well, yeah, and I go back and forth on the Mavs game too.
Yeah.
So
See,
I called that a win, but it very easily could be a loss.
Yeah, I thought it would be 6-4, 7-3 if we did what played the way we should play, 7-3. So if we go with Randy's math, we would be, let me see, 6. So we would be 14-6 after 20 games.
Ooh. That's a good record. Good record. Yeah, but then that next 10, let's do that next 10 real quick. See what he says. Randy, since we got
Okay.
here, see what he thinks about
Okay.
the next 10. I got it in front of me if you want me to go over.
Go ahead. I don't have it in front of me because I only do 10 games at a time.
All right, Randy, you want to do this next 10 real quick?
Okay.
Okay, game 21 is at the Kings.
Loss.
Okay, at the Nuggets.
Loss.
Okay, the Grizzlies at home.
I think it'll be a win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart's
Clippers at
out
home.
for
Smart's out 3 to 5
Yeah,
weeks.
Smart's out for.
3 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, I think we win that one too. So, and then Clippers at home.
win.
Okay, Lakers at home.
Oh, that's a win.
Why'd you even ask him that? Of course he's gonna take it. He just did. Listen, he just enjoys that to torture me. That's the only reason why he does that. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. I don't even know why you asked.
Okay. Timberwolves at home.
You know, the problem is with their height, and
I know we played horrible against them.
that's where I'm saying we need somebody to come in playoffs, because playoffs you got to have somebody with some muscle, and right now we don't. I do think I'd have to look see if the Timberwolves who they're playing, but we usually play good against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, we do.
here in Oklahoma. So I think
So you want to say win on that one? Okay, so that
4-2.
4-2. Knicks at home.
Oof.
win.
Win. Okay, so that's 5-2. At the Nuggets.
We're gonna win one of those games, Randy. They're not gonna beat us every time. Don't you think we're gonna win one?
I don't know, man.
The Nuggets better than we do here at home.
Yeah.
We were 5-1 on the road.
So we're 5-3. He's 5-3, Nathan.
Okay, Nets at home. New Year's Eve.
The Nets
Yep, Nets at home.
at home, I think we'll win.
That's New Year's Eve. Is that what you said?
Yep, New Year's Eve game. Yep.
Okay, that's 6.
6-3, and then Boston Celtics at home.
Look at him. He's thinking. Hey Nathan, he's contemplating. Listen at him. He's going through his mind. Okay, what are the matchups? What can we do?
Yeah. I don't know what you could do against that team, to be honest with you.
That's what he's contemplating. He's figuring it. Hey, Nathan, he's calculating right now. He's got that banker mentality on right now. He got the banker's hat. He's calculating. That's what he's doing.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. If all it's had to do with anything, I'm gonna put him first because I've seen the wizardry he does at the bank. And I'll tell you what, I'm in.
I agree.
Whatever he's in, we're good.
I think with Boston at home, we'll beat Boston.
Ooh, 7-3. Wow.
You got some lofty goals, boss.
So he puts us at 21-9 after 30 games.
Oh my God! So, but hold on, that's what is that, Matt? In the next 15, is that 13-2?
Yeah.
12-3?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Actually, I thought they did better the first 10 games so far this year than I thought they would.
Yeah, see, I
So
thought they
hold on. Hold on. Let's go back. So they went 6-4.
right.
So you better than they thought you'd do. So what did you pick them to go in the first 10?
I could see us 5-4 or 4-6, but
That's what
Oh
Nathan
man,
said,
isn't that
Randy.
exactly what I
Randy,
said?
that's exactly what he said. Is that Y&B mentality? Is that what it is? Are y'all on the same
No,
page? Do y'all send emails to each other? What is that?
see, you
we're
want to know what
like,
that is? That's basketball knowledge with what's the
Oh
gosh
my
darn it,
God.
I just screwed it up, man. That's
Oh my
basketball
God.
knowledge with what's the term when they use just stats? What is that? Oh my God.
With nerd thoughts? Is that what it is, basketball?
No, there's an analytics. That's basketball knowledge mixed in with analytics. Is what that is.
Okay, analytics. Okay, Randy,
well,
what was your thought
I think
process between that?
I think it's a bank that makes things happen.
Oh
So
my
things happen.
Hey, we just need to bring him on for like
God.
5 minutes or so.
And we got off a good start because she brought us, the happy hogs ribs and all that
Oh, that's what
there
I
at
did.
first.
I did.
So that's how we got started quick. So
Well, those burnt ends, you love. We have to do that again. When am I coming back? Hey, is it when is the last
This
Thursday?
week, man.
31st?
No, yeah, week from Thanksgiving. You're
So
coming
what
back.
is that? The 31st?
31st. 30th
Okay.
to 31st, one of the two. Yeah.
31st, whatever. Yeah. So is that one? So am I bringing you burnt ends, or are you taking me to lunch up there in Yukon, Randy? No,
boy,
that was silence, Nathan. You noticed that there was silence on that.
well, I was drooling over
He's
the
thinking, he's
rib.
What'd you say, Randy? What'd you say?
man,
What'd you say, Randy?
I was drooling over the burn ends, thinking,
Oh, is that what?
he's probably thinking, man, dang, I know I'm going to have to pay either way.
Oh wow, wow! You hear that? Hey, he didn't pay the last time I brought him burnt ends. You know why? Because he gives me Thunder tickets and he buys my drinks at the game. So the least I can do is bring him some ribs from Georgia's Happy Hog, right?
Oh,
of
sure.
course.
That's the
And
least I
then
can do.
the watermelon tea.
Oh yeah, I don't
Hey, Matt,
know.
I'm since I'm working at Y&B, I'm just an extension of Randy. You know that, right?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Hey, having you both on each side of me at a Thunder game was more than I need. Okay, that was an experience. I'm over it. I am over it. So, hey, what is your last thoughts on this, Randy? You got anything you want to leave us with on the game tonight?
No, I think the game tonight, I think going on the road, this is really the first road where they, several games on the road and they get closer. And I think that's going to help them here until December 31st. And hopefully we don't get any injuries.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
then
think that's going to be it. Because what happens if Chet gets hurt? Who's your centers?
J Will. You'd play J Will and K Rich. You play J Will and K Rich.
Just like last year.
Just like last year, yeah. Well, yeah, until K Rich got hurt. But so remember they were playing Randy's favorite Baisley last year. That's what they were playing. Okay, then
I
let's.
guess we got to see Poku. We can see.
No, we're not gonna see no Poku.
You want to see Poku?
Let's hope not.
Yes, and then of course keep Oklahoma City Big League. Yes, December the 12th. Vote yes on that. If you haven't, you need to go. I know that during the Thunder games they have that little scan code, that QR code for you to go ahead and register to vote. So make sure you vote yes on that. The cost is expected to be $900 million, which basically means that it's going to be more like $1 billion. Basically, is what that means. No new taxes if it can be avoided. The lease is twice as long as the first one. $600 million with 3,000 jobs created annually. I think $600 million is a stretch. Don't you think it's more like $60 million, Randy? Don't you think $600 million is a stretch?
They're going to stretch it no matter what. But when you look at all, just think what it was before the Hornets
Yeah.
and how much sales tax have increased. I mean, even in Canadian County, our sales tax has increased, about 30, 40%.
Wow,
Since the
that
Thunder.
much?
Yeah. Because you see the sales tax that was going, Oklahoma City sales tax that was going to the juvenile detention center was
Yeah.
about a $500,000 to 550. Now it's about 800,000
Wow.
the past year each month.
Uh-huh.
So if you start looking at that sales tax, that's a big increase.
That is.
And I don't think a lot of these no votes remember downtown Oklahoma
No, they
City.
have no idea. Well, Randy, a lot of them don't think that the Thunder do anything. They think, oh, this was Maps. No, it's the Thunder in addition to Maps. That the reason why Oklahoma City is doing this deal. Hey, I have a question. Why do you think that they're only voting in Oklahoma County and Oklahoma City instead of Canadian County and the surrounding counties? Why are they only voting in Oklahoma County? Because doesn't the Thunder reach more than just Oklahoma City?
It does, but you would have to get all the counties to agree to it. It's still, and you're going to have people that say, well, it's being built in Oklahoma City.
Yep, agreed.
So why would we? But then again, if it's Oklahoma City, isn't it Oklahoma City vote? And Oklahoma City is the largest town in Canadian County.
Is it really? In Canadian County?
Yeah. Largest city in Canadian County is Oklahoma City.
Wow. I did not know that.
I live, 5 miles inside Canadian County, and I have Oklahoma City utility.
Wow. That's a good thing, I think, right? Okay, Nathan, what is your takeaway your takeaway from tonight?
Oh, just kind of more of the same. Kind of what Randy said. The one thing I was going to piggyback on is, he was talking about this road trip. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. I mean, how good they're going to do on this. Because he said something earlier about the back-to-back, and we'll see how that affects them. If they can be as sharp tomorrow night as they were tonight.
Well,
his rotations they suck.
Yeah, his rotations are bad.
They're good at stuff.
Well, okay, my thing is this. I know he's trying to figure out what our rotations are. I get it. His first 12 games of the year, he's trying to figure it out. But we've already figured out what the rotations are. And he knows clearly when they're in trouble, he has, like in the third quarter, second quarter, third quarter when SGA went out for 15 in the third quarter, you knew what his rotation was. You know what I'm saying? He had SGA, Kaysen, Dort, Chet, and K. Rich in there, God, who was it? Isaiah Joe. He had Isaiah Joe, SGA, Dort, Kaysen, and K. Rich when he made that run. Then he put in Chet. So that's when they made that run when SGA was going off. And I just think.
I would like him to see.
And to me, here's my takeaway. My takeaway is you have to run the offense through SGA. The man, think about it. The first 6 minutes of the game, he didn't score. So from the overtime period, from that point on, he scored 40 points. From the 6-minute mark of the first quarter, he had 40 to the end of the game. So to me, hey, I don't know what you're trying to do, guy. Just go ahead and run the ball through him, and then let these other guys understand where they belong. And to me, I think we need a coach that goes, okay, here's the man, here's your responsibility, here's your responsibility, here's your responsibility. This is what we're going to do. And I will say this, Randy. Chet has been a nice surprise for me. He is more than delivered of what I thought he was going to be. The thing that I really like about him more than anything is that he understands who the best player is.
Well, they're showing the highlights the last couple of minutes and the pick and rolls with SGA and Chet. They're
he's throwing in the ball.
They're working best together.
Yes.
A lot better than I thought they would.
Agreed.
But even when they double team SGA, Chet goes to the boards. He usually has a free lane to the boards because the center tries to pick up Chet too. SGA. And Chet. Yeah, and Chet has a free reign to the boards for tip-ins.
Well, it's so funny, Randy. I sent Nathan this stat today. SGA and Isaiah Joe, they're the number one duo points wise in the NBA.
Plus minus to me. Plus minus, right?
Yeah, well, plus minus, but I'm talking about points. They're averaging 37 points, 37.5, whatever it is. And so those two playing together, they're the number one scoring duo in the NBA. I thought that was wild. That's something that you don't. That's a little bit of a nugget that you didn't think because what happened was Nathan was asking me the other night. He goes, "Hey, what is Isaiah Joe seems to score a lot with SGA. I wonder what his percentage is with that." Well, there's your answer. They're number one shooting duo together when they're on the court at the same time, which is I think why Josh is slowly starting to not play as much at the end of the games or when they need a run or when a run needs to be made. He's not on the court because one, he can't defend. Go ahead, Randy.
You think? Sorry, Randy.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Nathan.
I was just gonna ask you a question. Do you think? And I think I know your answer to this already. But do you think the further we go down the road with him tinkering with Josh Smith, the more available he would become in a trade?
I don't see him trading Josh. I put it like this. It wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't be upset if Dort was gone. I think it would bother me more if Josh was gone because of his intangibles. I like him a lot.
Let me put it this way. So, say you're trading for a big name guy, right? I don't know who that big name guy would be, but any big name guy, and the team you're trading to says, okay, we want one of these four guys. Obviously, you know the four I'm talking about. J-Dub, SGA, Josh, or Chet.
I'm giving you Josh.
You have to put Josh on.
I'm giving him Josh, yes.
Which 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we wouldn't have probably said that, right?
Yes. I agree. All right, guys. Want to appreciate and thank my guy, the commander, Randy Wright, for coming on and joining us tonight. Appreciate you, bro, for taking the time to come on. And my other guy, Nathan Taylor. I don't know what's up with me and Y&B dudes tonight. I don't know. I got double teamed by Y&B guys tonight. Thank God Drew wasn't here.
Your reputation goes up when that happens, right? I'm just saying.
It's one of those 27-24 deals.
Hey, speaking of that, Randy. Hey, speaking of that, you got a little lucky today, didn't they?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It was the officials. It was the officials, and what was I seeing somebody? It was terrible officiating, and the field was bad.
Yeah.
That's what I saw today. I'm going, they won in spite of the refereeing and the field being bad. I'm like, they won because they were a better team. That's why they won.
It was in the first 5 minutes of the game, they were already complaining on social media about the officials.
I'm like, dude, y'all are a better team than them. That's why you won the game. Just get over it. So, and OSU won. So it comes down to next week. OSU, whether they're going to Arlington or not. Hey, Randy, you know what? We should look into tickets going to Arlington next. You know, we should do that. Playing Texas in the Big 12. Do you think it's a 27 or 24 chance to do that? Or, what do you think, Randy?
I think it's 27-24 chance.
Why they play the games, boys? Why they play the games?
That's hilarious. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all.
I don't think we're play South Alabama next week or anything like that.
Anyways, thank you guys for coming on tonight. We're done with Nathan and his 27-24 self, and we'll be over it. I want to thank Randy Wright of Y&B and Nathan Taylor of Y&B for being on the show today. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. For all you other people, thank you for watching this edition